Greetings to all. Welcome back to our Knowledge Capsules, a space where we share our valuable experience in carbon markets with everyone who seeks to learn and grow. In this particular capsule, we are going to talk about regulated international markets and clearing and the aviation market called CORSIA. In this graph that we identify and that we find in a report developed by the World Bank, we can identify the different markets or how the different markets are developing in each of the countries. We specifically identify the offset markets associated with a carbon tax, where a tax mechanism is implemented and the opportunity for offsetting exists, thus creating a market where the price is very fixed through that tax value, resulting in a highly stable and predictable pricing environment for carbon offsets. We also have emissions trading systems where quotas are assigned to market participants. And for example, auctions are held at the beginning to auction of the quotas. And at the end, a secondary market is generated where the quotas can be traded, or compensations can also be accepted for companies that exceeded their available quota. In this manner, it is identified that in every country there exist diverse mechanisms, and that is the reason why there are varying values for carbon credit. In this particular graph, we identify by country an approximate or around what values the ton of CO2 moves in dollars per ton of CO2. Let us take a look at the values that range from $1 to almost $140 per ton of CO2 in this analysis. It is important to recognize this because this graph of countries also shows us not only that prices can vary, but also that volumes can vary. In this subsequent graph, we also identify the volumes and size of each market, additionally, in order to recognize how to participate effectively. It is also key to identify how or what type of projects or what type of carbon credits can participate in each of these markets. And this is connected to the qualities that we also mentioned in previous capsules. For instance, in an emissions trading scheme, credits from a particular sector can be utilized for offsetting, or credits produced from projects in a particular country can be utilized. Every regulated clearing market has its own rules, and that is why it is necessary to thoroughly understand each project to determine which market each credit generated in a project can be applied to. Finally, I want to talk to you a little about the international aviation market. This market is known as CORSIA because of its acronym in English and primarily focuses on generating a compensation mechanism for the international aviation industry. International aviation is working hard on something we are going to call sustainable aviation fuel. What is the meaning of this? They are fuels that are sustainable and will effectively reduce the emissions of CO2. But through this reduction and through the implementation of different technologies, we are not going to achieve a completely zero emission technology. That is the reason why there will be a necessity to provide compensation. Therefore, the global aviation market established a mechanism that we refer to as CORSIA. And through this mechanism, various projects or carbon credits from different standards are acknowledged, which must undergo an acceptance process. And those standards and projects that are acknowledged to participate in this market have the ability to sell the credits in order to be recognized as compensation for this specific market.